Hi guys! Ooh. What's up guys, your favorite mystic, TheSirenSims, and welcome back to my channel. So, I know this video should have came out yesterday, but I had decided to make some addendums. I decided not to make a separate video for the Paul Bogle inspired sim. I decided to add him in to a male-only simdom, Jamaican edition, period. So that's what you will be getting here today. You'll be getting slight backstories based on the style of these sims and some information on Paul Bogle. All right? So happy belated Emancipation Day. I hope that you guys are able to enjoy it. Whatever you are doing, whether you are at work or whether you're at Jamaica and you are able to stay home, just know that all people deserve to be free. Okay? So, just to drop in a few facts. The first sim here is Paul. His name is Paul E. That's the package you're going to be getting. His father named him after one of Jamaica's strongest warriors. All right, that would be Paul Bogle. So let's just get some information about Paul Bogle, right? The real Paul Bogle was born around 1822 in Stony Gut, St. Thomas. He wasn't just free, he was fearless, and one of the few voters in his parish. He believed in voice, choice, and justice. All right? When people were struggling, Bogle led them with his whole heart. All right? And he marched with hundreds to the Morant Bay courthouse. No fancy weapons, just faith, machete, and a mission. All right? So he was very much about speaking up, doing what was right, and helping lead others to freedom, right? So he was born around 1822 in Stony Gut, St. Thomas, and he became a Baptist deacon at a time when only 104 people in his parish and very few Black Jamaicans were eligible to vote. He is a champion of justice. He led the famed Morant Bay Rebellion in 1865, marching hundreds to the courthouse to demand justice, fair treatment for the oppressed. He is rebellious but with a heart. Bogle's followers were armed with sticks, machetes, and stones, driven by deep frustration with poverty, discrimination, and limited rights. All right? And he's a martyr forever remembered. He was captured under martial law and hanged on October 24th, 1865. His bold stand ultimately sparked reforms in Jamaica's government and justice system. He had a very heroic legacy. In 1969, Paul Bogle was officially declared a National Hero of Jamaica and received the prestigious Order of the National Hero. His likeness has appeared on the Jamaica $2 bill, later on the 10-cent coin, and since 2023, the $50 bill. Right? So I wanted to give you guys just a few men of noir complexion. You know, that's the sentence I always say for Black people, noir complexion. Because it's hard to make Black men in The Sims. You can't, because Black people in general, to be fair, we have so many features. We can have almond eyes, siren eyes, sad eyes. Like a lot of other cultures, they have very specific features, and they don't all have to, just within a certain measure, right? But Black people, we can have any features. And so sometimes, especially in The Sims, unless you have the right CC, which thank God I do, I guess, sometimes you'll make a male Black Sim and then it'll just like a dark-skinned Indian because you just didn't put everything together, right? So I was like, all right, let me try to do this as quickly as possible so I can get this out to you guys, but give them some backstory. So Paul E., not Paul Bogle, has two friends, one being Reggie and the other being Roderick. Okay, so I decided to give Reggie sort of the I work in an office look as somebody who's worked in customer service for a very long time. Okay, this is kind of the outfit that you'll see people wearing, you know, in call centers or different types of offices. I decided to give him that look of somebody who's serious about their work. Yes, in Jamaica, you can have locks and have an office job. Um, so there I have seen guys who look like this, whether they're darker skinned or lighter skinned. So I thought it would be good to dress him up and make him look the way that he looks here. He is the grounded one in the friend group, the one who's, less likely to go up there and start a revolution, but he'll help build a foundation. He'll pass you a little money for the next protest. He just might not be there. Now, the last sim is Roderick Farley. He's a stylish, loud, kind-hearted young man who, as a woman, you just shouldn't trust them. I want to say this thing about Jamaican men, like, they're lyricists. And what does that mean, right? Lyrics in Jamaica, when you're speaking about the way a man talks to you, has to do with them being flirtatious. And it happens in a way where it's just normal. So sometimes it's difficult for you to tell if a guy actually likes you or if he's just being Jamaican, and not in a way where you're like, oh my God, does he like me? And we're like, Every now and then you're like, what did that sentence mean? But you kind of leave it alone. It's not that serious. I think the fact that they're very flirtatious naturally and also very polite is one of the reasons why, when some people visit our country, they get easily swindled because, they seem so sweet and nice and complimentary. Don't fall for it. Please don't fall for it. Ugh. So Roderick definitely gives off that vibe that, he would walk the streets of Sandals or beaches or other hotels and pick up whatever you need to pick up to get a green card. Anyways, sorry, I had to put a little fun in there, a little joke. I don't think I'm going to talk for much longer, but they're all going to come in one package file. They're going to be in Sims 3 pack format. If I'm not able to put them in one package file, I'll do the separate links one by one. You can put them in your game more easily by changing them into package format and then just dropping them in your game. Don't worry, one of these days I'll make a video explaining how to do that, but if not, just look up how to turn Sims 3 pack files into package files. Okay? It's a really easy process. Anyways, happy Independence Week, Emancidependence Week, family, sires, Mystic. Look, I love you guys so much. I'm falling back in love with my channel as I'm falling back in love with my country. Okay, and whether you're waving a flag this week or just creating a sim, playing a story, building a world, okay, you are a part of my story and your own story. So pick up your legacy, period. Ba 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 ba. Anyways, please tell me anything that you know about our national heroes or Paul Bogle or even just something about Jamaica. Let me know if you would like to visit and what it is that you've heard about this place that you wanted to visit. Whether it's, I wanted to try the food, or I wanted to go here or go there, Mystic Mountains, hotel, whatever. Just let me know, okay? As usual, there will be some aesthetic music. So please do enjoy the rest of the Creator Sims. Enjoy the music. Relax, do what you gotta do, and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, my sires. Sue.